Indoor tropical.
Man, rest in peace. Yeah, that was a sad time in life. Literally about to send every one of my songs off, ready to go to mixing. My computer, my hard drive, everything got stolen. But I was about to sign a RedBull for that album.
Let's talk about that.
My Oppa was the premier of BC, but he came here from Holland during the war, and he came here with tulip bulbs, stuffed his pockets in his bag and stewed tulip bulbs. He came over here and started a garden company off of tulip bulbs.
Off the ones in the pocket?
Yeah, Art Naps. Yeah, he started that. And then, my Oppa opened up 3 more shops, and then he became the mayor of Surrey. And then had a family and became the premier of BC. And then each one of his sons and daughters went and opened up another shop, another Art Naps.
Wow.
It was just like the family legacy. This was all because of Wondagurl. Wondagurl was really the reason any of that was happening.
Okay.
Shout out Wondagurl. Amazing artist, amazing producer, amazing human being, amazing cook. Amazing cook. He was chilling one day. He's like, you need your own name now. I was like, all right. And I was thinking about community trees. I was like, all right, now I'm just WithinRoots. I said it like that. And then my homie was like, that's fire. I was like, what the fuck?
I made a way, ain't no burning these bridges. I keep on stacking these digits. Money and less, they could buy the new business. I'm in a million, a minute. I'm in a million, a minute. I'm in a million.
Shout out everyone.
Have you ever made like anything that's like kind of like Afrobeats or like I guess like when you were in your like slight producer?
Yeah, I've made a lot of Afrobeat vibes. Definitely made a couple nice ones when I was down in LA. Made some.
Would you go to LA?
Last time I was there,
Yeah.
3 years ago. In a minute.
Who were you there with?
I was there with a bunch of people. We were there for this like sad movie camp.
Sad.
Yeah,
Look, I heard that before.
it was like just a big camp. We made a bunch of music for Sad Guru, which is like this guru guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think it ever came out. Nothing ever happened with it, which was weird. But
Is he an actual guru? Or
he's like a, yeah,
that's what's up.
like he travels the world and
Wow.
does like talks and shoes.
That's fire. That's fire.
Really famous guy, but yeah, we were supposed to make like a whole album for like his campaign that he was doing or something.
Mm.
And Wondagurl was like the main producer behind it all.
Is that who like
And
she ran it?
She ran it. She got a bunch of artists. She handpicked all the artists to come. So we went, and yeah, it was sick. It was like just 2 weeks of being at this house in Malibu.
Yeah.
Which is like, we turned every room into a studio.
That's fire.
So it was just, every room was a different cook up.
No pun intended. Respect to, and
Oh,
honestly,
shit,
like
yeah.
that was the worst describer or adjective for me to use. Honestly, respect and prayers to everybody that's affected by the fires in LA. You said it was Malibu that's the area you guys were staying in?
Yeah, it was in Malibu. It's beautiful.
Do you know the condition of the place that you guys are at all, or?
No, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of like kind of what'd you call it, like places where like sounds cultivate. I don't know the best place to describe the best word to describe it, but like sound labs and like where people go into like a studio and just like all the different ideas or like albums are birthed out of. A lot of places like or houses that are rented out for things like that are like not there anymore. A lot of those
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people post
houses.
pictures of their houses just gone.
Yeah.
A lot of producers that follow, houses just gone.
I've seen that, especially like the producers are like, damn, we did this album, we did that album, did this album and that house, and now it's
They're all gone.
all gone.
Yeah, I wonder there was another camp we went to down in LA. I guess the sad room, that wasn't the last time I was there. Last time I was there was for a different camp.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in the Malibu, there's a Malibu ranch. So I was also in Malibu, but it wasn't on like the water. The Cyber one was kind of like overlooking the water, and this one was a ranch, like more in the hills.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It's like there was goats, there was horses, beautiful horses.
Horses and goats and
The
chicken.
studio
and
was
shit.
stunning. That was a fun one too.
What do you guys get from these like sound camps? Like what kind of artists?
Those ideas.
Those
I
ideas?
think that one was for Ryan a lot, mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Douglas. So we did a lot of ideas for him there. I know he was mainly the focus of that one.
Yeah.
But as mainly, I think we were just bringing people together that really enjoy working with each other, and we're just building ideas and
Yeah.
creating music. It was fun.
Are you inspired most by like outdoor climates, like when you're in somewhere like Malibu where you can see the mountain, you can see the ocean?
100%. 10,000%. And my goal is to definitely have a waterfront property somewhere where my studio is just right overlooking the water.
Yeah. Do you have much of an attachment to our province, like BC, Vancouver at all? No.
I like it's beautiful, but I hate how damp it is. Like, I'm constantly clogged up here.
Really?
When I go live anywhere else, my nose is great, fine, can breathe.
Bro, I
Here?
have congestion problems too
Here,
since
yeah.
I was a kid.
It's because it's so moldy and damp here. So the only thing I'm really allergic to is dust and mold, and that's like the biggest two things we got here is dust and mold.
No cap.
So my shit gets
I
on.
get a lot of pollen too around the spring.
I don't have problems with pollen, but we do get pollen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have problems with pollen. My brother does.
My problem is that it's only 2 times really. Like if I sleep in somewhere that's very, very humid, I get nosebleeds in the morning. And
If I sleep, if it's the heat's pumping all night, I'll wake up just the driest and like driest mouth because I can't breathe through my nose.
yeah,
I'll wake up and my mouth is just like,
yeah.
yeah.
For me, it's either that or when I shower. If I shower and like my hair gets wet and then I go out into cold air.
Oh, yeah.
Or not even cold air, just like any
It's
air.
cold.
Bruh, my shit is messed up.
Yeah.
I'm messed up.
Instantly clogged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun. Yeah, Vancouver is an interesting place. I don't know how much I like it that much. Like, I love it, but there's no community. Like, there's not much nightlife.
Things have kind of
Seems a little
changed.
dead.
Things have changed as the years have gone. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I give it credit because it's where I started, like, especially where I'm doing my shit.
Yeah, it's where I started too, but I've never gotten anything out of the city.
Okay.
It's never brought me any. I had to make the most. I had to bring it to them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, when there's only opportunities that happened for me in the city were because I made them happen, or someone else was like, this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
You gotta take it right now. But it's not like it's because the city has shit popping. It's like there was a moment where someone from somewhere else was somewhere here, and you could make that connection in that night. Like, you gotta make that shit happen.
Yeah.
In LA, you have every freaking single night to make a connection because everyone's there. You know what I mean? Like, there's no community here where it's like every night there's someone to work with. There's like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, you can, but it's not gonna be like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I
No,
keep my shit to a certain level of like how I work, and the people I want to work with, I want to make sure they're on that same level of like the mentality and like, I don't know, getting things done properly, making music that's really good. Like, I hold my music to a really high standard.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Could be a bad thing. I don't know. I think it's just how I am.
I think that's the truth, and that's the difficult thing that I found with like the city, and not a lot of people are kind of taking certain things as like a craft, and they're looking at it more so as like a hobby or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, like you said, it was a very interesting point you said about the current state of like the nightlife and just how our nightlife does operate to where you really got to make the most of one night. The night that somebody
sometimes
comes.
that's kind of how it works here, because an artist will be coming through the city, and you have that one night to maybe work with them and prove yourself, you know. And that's how I had to do it to prove myself. I'd have to work with these certain people that would come through the city. And I've been doing that since 2015. Like, fuck. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
When I had my old Gastown studio, that's what I was doing. Like, people would be coming through, and me and my friend Johnny, we ran that studio, and he was making connections, and I was just running the studio. I was a producer. So it's like he'd be bringing through people. Maybe, let's say someone came, Pressa was in town from Toronto. He'd be linking with Pressa. Pressa would come up and work with me because I'm the in-house producer, and also it was my studio. So it's just like it would work out because I made those opportunities, because me and Johnny were working together. We were like, let's get a studio downtown.
Yeah.
And then we got kicked out of that studio eventually. Not kicked out, but like they ended up turning it into part of their film school.
Yeah.
So like, you just have to get out of here. So I ended up going down to LA a bunch after that, and then making my own connections, keep going more and more. And then I kind of got tired of that, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I took this last year and I've done all the connections, I've done all the groundwork. So now I just want to just really focus on what I want to be known for, the what I want my music to stand for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of work. You've covered a lot of ground, especially like between. What would you say the first year you would say that you were active in with like music?
The first year?
Yeah, 2020. What?
Depends. Like, I started my band, like, we put out our first album in 2012.
Yeah, Community Trees.
Community Trees. And I was in grade 12. I put out my first album with my band, which was basically like Just me and 6 friends.
Yeah.
And like all these songs I wrote with my friend Joe, and we would bring them to life in this studio. And then we spent a lot of money on that album because we were not being dumb.
Yeah.
And then also printed probably like 4,000 CDs we didn't need to print.
What year was that?
2012. I still have a box of those CDs. It's ridiculous, bro.
That's the thing. 2012 was prime, like
When bands were popping off and like that shit was like a real
streaming had like
just started kind of. That's
just
when like
started.
Bandcamp was just starting.
Yeah.
You know, things like that.
Bandcamp, like you pay what you want to pay for the album.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
You know who was it? I paid for like a George Watsky album on Bandcamp.
Random.
That's random as fuck. I used to listen to like YouTube rappers back then.
It's hilarious.
Like Pale Kid Raps Fast. Have you seen that?
No.
I'll show you.
Jeez.
It's the city, eh?
Barnaby.
So community trees. You said it's like were all of you guys in grade 12 at that point in time?
No, I was the youngest in the band.
Oh, okay.
But one of my best friends, Sam, we did theater together when we were really young.
Yeah.
So we were in like, a bunch of plays, musicals and stuff. And then we started smoking weed, that type of shit, fucking around. And we made a band. We started a band after that. And then we slowly just started bringing people in. But everyone else was like, Sam was a year older than me, and then everyone else was 3 years older. And I knew them all because they were in my older brother's grade. And I was good friends with like his friend group too.
Yeah.
So when my brother went to Berkeley, we kind of all just ended up jamming and ended up making a band.
Yeah.
And then we ended up touring the States, which was a lot of fun. I went to North Carolina to make a second album, which never came out.
What city I don't know why, but I'm familiar with North Carolina.
I think it was like, it was a small, Little Flowery Academy. That was in Georgia where our van broke down.
Little Flower Academy?
That's what it was, the Little Flowery Academy or some shit. Our RV broke down and we had to stay outside an RV shop or just an auto shop for 3 days trying to figure out what to do with it. 4 dudes and 2 kittens that we ended up taking on just adopting along the way. But
you live like a vagabond. Is that the right word?
What's
like,
a vagabond? That's like
I don't know if that's the right word, but there's somebody that just,
I'm just go with the flow.
Yeah, you go with the flow. You're not stuck.
But that time in my life, I was doing a lot of Instagram work. Like, so back then, it's so confusing. I was like doing a lot of photography.
Sure, a photographer.
I was a full-on photographer at one point.
Yeah.
And I was heavy in the Instagram community. This is when like people were going on hikes and like meeting up with other big Instagram people and doing all over the place. Like, I literally every state I went through, I was linking with a different Instagram influencer and like we were doing a hike together. And like that's how I grew a lot of followers too, which I did the wrong way. And my homie was like, yo, keep doing this and you'll get your shit up to like 30K. I ended up getting like 300,000 followers just for photography. And then I switched back to music and the switch did not work.
Yeah.
So but then they also took away like all that shit. Like I was on the suggested users page. So Instagram used to have a page called suggested users page.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time they put me on that, I went from like 2,000 followers to 30,000 followers in a week.
And that's incredible.
It was insane.
And
then they put me on it again. I got up from 30, I got up to 80. And then they put me on it again. I went from 80 to 300.
Did you have if you didn't travel, would you have needed to, you probably could have uploaded photos that you took here in DC.
Yeah, but I was going crazy places. I was going to all like Arches, Utah. I was going to like the Grand Canyon, like fucking Antelope Canyon, the Crazy Wave. There's like this thing that looks like a Willy Wonka wave in Utah. And it's literally like a rock that looks like orange and white stripes. It's like a creamsicle.
Yeah,
it looks crazy, but it looks like a giant surf wave. We just went everywhere.
But I guess it's more special because you're traveling.
Yeah,
and you're meeting other people.
Yeah, it's kind of like a journey.
Is that industry like on the dead? The photography?
I think that shit's still going on. Like, but it's more of like an influencer. Like, people be doing more like that shit's definitely still happening. Like, if I had kept going, I would have been like one of those guys that gets free traveling and just take photos, probably have some hot girlfriend that just goes and take photos around the beach around the world and get just fucking sponsors for stupid shit. But like, that's how I was already getting that. Like I was getting just free shit all the time, just to take photos with it. And like people would pay me money to go somewhere and take photos with their shit somewhere.
Look, a lot of people are more into film.
Yeah, but now it's like you got like the vlogs and shit and all that.
Yeah. Bro, I think vlogs are dying.
vlogs might be dying. Everything's
Like the world of
dying.
Casey Neistat, like filming your day. Not him, like like certain people will always be
Yeah.
cream always rise to the top, all
Yeah.
that. But in terms of like, say, if I was to go and now film a vlog of my day and post it consistently, like a daily vlog of it, maybe not like a regular vlog, but a daily vlog, I should say. I think the world of daily vlogging is like damn near gone,
Yeah, it's hard to do.
especially as somebody new, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even watch vlogs, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be able to say much on that. But
What content do you got a lot to cover? I'm just curious with this topic. What content do you watch? Like when you go home and you're like saying you're not making music,
who do I watch?
are you on YouTube? Are you on Netflix? Are you on Prime? Are you on
I don't know.
Twitch?
Sometimes it depends what I'm feeling. I definitely don't be going on YouTube. Not much of a YouTuber. I never have been.
TikTok?
No. No time on TikTok. I literally don't even open that app.
Instagram?
Instagram, I can't catch myself scrolling on Instagram. Instagram is basically TikTok.
I feel like
When you're scrolling on Instagram, you're seeing just TikToks on Instagram most of the time.
that's true.
So it's like I don't even need to go on TikTok. I just see that shit on my Instagram. But yeah, honestly, I just be like making music, spend some time with my cats. I love playing with my cats.
You got like two
Got
cats?
2 little cats.
Yeah.
My little guys, Mila and Milo.
That's fine.
And then I play a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay, so you game.
I do a little gaming.
You have a Warzone head too? What do you call
Warzy.
Warzy?
Yeah, we run it. Me and my dogs, we run.
We run it. Yeah, that's us.
We run the
them.
Warzy. It's fun, but it can get a little crazy.
That's what's up.
We go hard. We go hard on Warzone sometimes. But yeah, I watch like some Netflix series here and there, or just like really good old films. I like not old films, not like black and white shit. Like it's like classic films.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the film industry's gone down too a lot. Like
films change, bro. Just on its head.
I just miss the really good old movies. Not old, but you know what I mean. Like even just from the 2000s and shit. Things are, I don't know. Acting was better. Shit was better. There's still some good movies here and there, but it's not the same. Everything's changing. It's too high definition now too. I miss the film grain in movies.
Miss the grainy, the bad quality.
Yeah, not like bad, but it's not perfect.
Not perfect.
Which gives it that more real feeling.
What do you think of the VHS era and videos now? I feel like it's oversaturated.
That they're doing so much VHS shit now?
Just in it. Most music videos that come out today,
that's just cheap and easy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's easy, quick, accessible, and anyone can do it.
I think in moderation, it's great. I think it's amazing. I love it. But
for sure.
When you spam, like when the whole video is VHS quality, I think it's, it's probably what you had, which is totally fine too. Like it's not to say that because you don't have the equipment that you're no better than anybody else. But yeah, I love the era of like you see a little 720p, like decent quality, but then it's switches a cool transition to the VHS quality and
that's what we did in my video.
Yeah,
it was like all shot on a red cam. I'm pretty sure some shit, and then but we had someone go around with a VHS, so we could throw in some VHS shots that we wanted every now and then. It's like I don't know, full video on VHS. I guess chill. I feel like videos are dying too. Like unless you're like a big artist, no one's watching videos like that. Like I spent $8,000 on my music video for no reason.
Which video was this?
For Pretty Lady.
Pretty Lady.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It was fun, and I love it, and I always have a really good professional video. But I didn't need to spend that money on a single when I haven't dropped music in like 4 years.
Yeah.
It was nice to come back with all that, but it's like, I didn't need it. I'm not famous. It's like, you're not going to get the views you want. Like, for all that time, money you spent on the music video, you might get fucking 1,000 people watching it, 800 people watching. Like,
I mean, I was on set. It was a pretty intricate set. Like,
we went in.
Crazy cameras, personnel.
It was like a Netflix fucking production.
Yep.
It was stupid.
For sure.
I didn't need that. It was fun. It felt great. I felt like I was famous.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up with the lie? I don't need that.
What do you think would have been a better setup, or maybe even for artists that are actually still trying to pursue it, like still trying to make their shit look like maybe some of that, like with the Pretty Lady video, but maybe they don't have like those funds. You think maybe just finding the local film person that does high quality work already and just locking in with them?
Yeah,
Do you think like,
I would say fuck music videos until you have the platform where it's worth it. Do little shorts,
mhm,
do little teasers, things to post.
yeah,
Like obviously make visuals for your audio, but
yeah,
no one's going on YouTube and watching a 3 minute long music video anymore. They'll see the clips. Like half the people didn't even know I put out a music video. They thought I just had those clips.
that's true. Yeah,
People are like, oh, you actually have a music video? I was like, yeah, it says link in bio for music video. No one really fucking, people are just not there. I swear to God, people scroll, but no one's there like that unless they're a fan.
Mm.
If you don't have that platform, don't waste your time.
What do you think about clip culture? Because it's not just music videos, honestly. It's everything. Like, for example, me, the world of streaming. I could stream for 2.5 hours every single week, and I could catch I could see no gain or no increase in my follower count if like I'm not marketing myself properly.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a singular 3 second clip from a 2 hour stream that could land on Twitter and suddenly like
Yeah, that's true.
you have. What do you think about like just clip culture and just what it's done to like everything? Because it's really not just music videos.
I don't even know. I didn't even hear about clip culture till you just said it.
It's a whole thing. It's the idea that like social media fry people's brains
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where they don't have, like you said, the mental capacity. Maybe not the mental capacity, but just the bandwidth to sit and watch something for 2 hours unless it's a podcast they like
Oh yeah,
or something that they enjoy.
yeah, or something that's blown up and pushed and
Like
like
they're
in
not
your
even
face.
giving you 3 minutes.
No,
Like
no.
I think I will still watch maybe somebody that like I don't know or haven't seen or like just to see what something is. But yeah, in all honesty, my threshold is getting lower and lower.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time to give certain things.
It's just kind of how it is. Life is moving fast. Pace of things are moving fast. People want things at such a fast rate, but you can't really keep up with it.
Do you know anybody that's like maybe doing it right, or maybe even just like
Doing it
somebody on
right?
top level right now that like is doing social media right? Like
Social media, right?
yeah, like they're not even
Honestly,
locking in because
yeah, like Tyler, the creator,
okay, yeah,
for example. He doesn't give a fuck, but he still does it proper.
yeah,
You know? Great artist, great guy. Like, he's just true to himself.
yeah.
And that's something that you need in an artist. Like he's a true artist in our day.
He replies. He's one of the top 5% artists that actually still like replies to tweets.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
see, there you go.
what's last
He's
time
a
you
real
saw Jay-Z
motherfucker.
or Beyonce
They're not gonna
or
reply.
Kendrick or fucking Taylor Swift or they don't reply to you peasants. What the fuck?
It's crazy. Crazy. So Tyler's a real one. I rock with him. He does it right. I like Tizo.
Tizo?
Tizo's a lot of fun. I watched him do his thing for a while now.
When did
See
you
how fast he blew up and how
when was that?
not even too fast, but I remember when I first started seeing him doing his videos in front of the garage, seeing the nails in his hair.
Yeah.
This guy's crazy, but he's got something. Fuck, like 5 months later, I don't hear about Tizo. I'm like, damn.
Bro.
A year later, this guy's one of the biggest artists out of nowhere.
Bro, he's
Killing
doing deals with Despicable Me, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Consistency and belief in yourself and just do something different.
Yeah.
Don't stick to the algorithm. Make your own algorithm. Because now people are going to copy yours.
Yeah.
You know? Just do something that you would want to fuck with. Like, what would catch your attention?
Yeah.
If it catches your attention, then it will catch other people. But if I make music that I want to hear, that I like, because if I like it, I know someone else is going to like it.
Yeah.
Because I have pretty good taste in music, in my opinion. You know, it's like, if you don't like it, then that's different. Everyone has different tastes, obviously. But
Do you find yourself straddling that fence of like pause of like of not knowing whether to make music that other people like and wanting to make music that people make music other people don't like but you enjoy versus making what everybody's gonna like but you don't really
oh no,
Wow.
I'm never on that fence. I'm never struggling with that. I just make shit for me, always. Like I made a couple country songs recently.
yeah.
I love country. I got really into country last year or 2 years.
Who's your favorite country artist?
Oh damn, probably Morgan Wallace still.
Morgan Wallace
Morgan Wallace.
or Wall? I was gonna say
Wallace.
is it Wallace?
Yeah.
Wallace.
People hate on that, but he's amazing art. He's an amazing artist. Guy can have a 36 song album, and I will know every single word on every single song on every single. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know any artist that can do that these days. To me, and I don't even like country. I didn't like country growing up. I hated it. But I grew up on like old school country with my daddy and granddaddy. They would play a lot of old country, like
Yeah.
Patsy Cline, whatever that guy's name is. Can't remember his name. So I kind of always had it in me.
Mhm.
But then I just hated the pop country era. But now it's kind of gone back to like really good writing. Like I like Morgan Wallen because he actually writes songs and I can hear what he's saying, I can relate to the stories, I can feel. And then he also has pretty good choices of beats and like
Yeah.
the musicality behind it's really good. So it's like that just gets me.
Pop country being Miley Cyrus or pop country
Yeah, like that
being
lyric and shit.
Lil Nas
Like
X?
even
Like how what?
oh, even that too. That's terrible.
Your face looks so stank. You're like, oh
Shit
no.
was so terrible. I was riding down Dale. Was that shit? Country road shit. That's him.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
But that shit.
No, Lil Nas X. That guy,
Bro,
probably a really nice dude. He's probably a really good dude.
yeah, that's what I hear. That's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
never rocked with a single song he's made.
He's an interesting
Like,
tale
those music
of
videos scare the shit out of me.
he's an interesting tale of the industry putting money behind somebody that like is trending at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It working for a bit, but then like what else do you have to like can you keep that momentum up? Like
He probably has some really good tracks that they won't even really let him release. I feel like, because I've heard shit that like, what's his producer's name? Those two producers he makes all his shit with.
I don't know. The country shits or the regular shits?
No, they probably made a country track too. They do all of his stuff. I can't remember. It's the two dudes. They have hopefully their studio didn't burn down too. They have a sick cabin studio in LA, in the hills. But I can't remember their name. They're good. Great duo. Great duo producer.
We'll put it on the screen. You'll see it.
Yeah, but they're great, and they do all his stuff. I'd hear some snippets that they put on their Instagram stories and stuff of like shit they're working on with them that isn't released. But I still haven't heard it ever be released. But I'll be like, some of that shit I'd be like, it sounds fire.
Yeah.
So it's like, artists, everything's so controlled at a high level of like a lot of shit's controlled unless you are with a really good label or you're independent.
Yeah.
Like Frank did it right. He got out of his label in the best way possible. Now it's all he does what he wants.
What do you think about that move? That little
Genius.
Yeah.
From artist to artist, genius. If you were a label person, you would hate it.
No cap.
Yeah, but
if you didn't know, we're talking about the Apple deal.
Yeah, he played them good, and I love that album. Endless, that's just so good.
Endless, I was about to say, do people listen to that?
I fucking bumped that.
You do?
Except for the last one. It's Apple Appliance. I don't even know what it is. I think it's what's his name?
It's like some Johnny Cash shit. What was that?
No, it sounds like some David Bowie shit. It's weird. It's weird. The last song is really weird, and then he gets some crazy techno shit. It's like, I don't even know, bro. You gotta listen to that. It's funny, but that album's really good.
What's your favorite Frank album?
Whew. I don't think I have a favorite Frank album. Maybe Endless. Maybe that one.
Really?
Because there's just tracks on there, and it's such a unique, it's just a trippy album. Like I love how it just flows. It just feels like a mixtape, but also it's just so cool.
Oh, you're trying to get me the clip, aren't you? Endless is your favorite Frank album?
It's cool. It's cool.
That's fire.
It's just really cool.
All right.
Like,
what's the because I can't see that I don't listen to
cool. It's like Frank giving no fucks and just making fun music. Like no one else telling him what to do. It's just cool.
Which was Novocaine on?
Raw. Novocaine, that was that first album that's not on any platforms.
Nostalgia Ultra?
Mm-hmm. Because that album, he sampled so many different, he used a lot of samples and like Strawberry Swing, this Coldplay song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he called it, but it's Coldplay. Know that one? We were singing, we were marching in the strawberry swing. I don't know how he sings. I never really listened to his version too much.
Oh, I thought
but it's the exact same. It's literally the Coldplay song, but he sings it and changes the lyrics a bit.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of shit like that on that album, so he couldn't release it, and I don't think he ever cleared any of it. So it was released on. I don't even know where he originally released it on. I don't even know how it blew up. Right? It blew up because it's fire.
My mixtape or some shit.
It blew up because it's fire and it was true to him, and it's real music.
Yeah,
I will say real music will always find its way.
Yeah.
That's
see
why I
what-
love Frank. He doesn't like you still haven't heard a Frank song in what, in 2 years?
Yeah,
Rightfully so. He knows what he's doing.
yeah,
And when you do hear a Frank song, it's because he wants you to hear.
yeah.
You know, he's been working on it. That's what I love about real artists is they don't just make music because they feel like people need it. It's like they make it for themselves.
Do you feel like
And
he's
that
still in the
makes the
studio?
music way better. What?
Do you feel like he's still in the studio?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. There's no way he's not in the studio. He's just not putting it
I'm
down.
just not putting it out.
Yeah. He's definitely in the studio.
Do you feel like
Can't be not.
do you take after some of those traits?
What?
Do you feel like you do?
I don't mean to. I don't think I take after them. I just naturally
That's
do
how
the
you are
same
too?
shit. I just
Yeah.
don't release anything. I want to. I always want to. I just don't know. I'm a big procrastinator, and I always feel like I can keep making something better.
Yeah.
At the same time, I keep making new things so much. I'll make so much new shit,
Yeah.
like constantly. Like every week I make a new song. So I'm like, fuck. I don't know what to release. And I do so many different genres and styles. I have songs that sound like Sade vibes, like samba, like Latin vibes. I got a country track. I've got like really dark R&B-ish vibes, like electric vibes. I got some rock and roll songs.
Yeah.
Not like rock and roll, but like Tame Impala style rock and roll, electronic.
I've heard some of those.
Yeah. So like I've have all these styles of music. So it's really hard to blend them all or figure out where to start or what you want to release first. Or I don't know. I'm kind of realizing I don't even have to think about that anymore. It's like start releasing. Pick
Yeah.
a song, take it all the way, get it out. Pick
Yeah.
the next one, get it out. Cause I can sit on all this music for a long time, but I gotta start making a name for myself like again.
That makes me. That's probably. You just made me so happy hearing that, and I'll tell you why. Because I wouldn't even say it's a frustration because as I'm also aging as a fan, I'm coming to realize that artists are also just people too, and that you can't force. Like it's the same thing. I don't know if you've been seeing this discourse. Probably not with SZA. People are going after SZA, calling her a liar because she's announcing, or there was way back where she would announce snippets. She'd say that this is gonna be on the Lana album, the deluxe of the SOS album that she dropped. She said it was gonna come out. She said it was gonna come out, and then the album ended up the deluxe album coming out at like the end of the year, like before the New Year's here. The snippets that they heard back then, they weren't on the new album.
Who cares?
She said that there was going to be a couple more songs that came out a couple days later in the new year. They didn't come out. So they just started calling her like a liar and really pinning her to what she was saying.
That's great.
And she ended up going off on she's gone off on a couple different people's comments, but she's essentially saying like, I thought that I could foster this relationships with fans and like be open with you and share this and share that. But there's this level of entitlement that I just can't like deal with as a person. And so this is changing. Like ask Punch if you have any more questions, my manager, and it's still like this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know. That's just stupid to me. People are so quick to hate anything. Like, anything. People love hate. This world's so filled with hate right now. It's crazy.
It's so true. I'm trying, like this year, my thing is I'm trying to put more positivity out. Even just like online, like send a nice message to somebody, like not care if like you don't look too cool. Like there's such thing as looking too cool, not reply, like not posting things on your story, like
Yeah, I'm
things like
trying
that.
to get into just posting again. Like, I stopped posting. I'm so bad on social media. I need to get better at stupid social media.
So back to that, like are you seeing that for yourself in 2025? Like just like putting out music just at a faster pace and not sticking too much on just the song and holding it to yourself?
Yeah, not as much. Yeah, faster pace, not too fast, but just consistently. I want to stay consistent this year. I want to start really putting out my tracks that I'm happiest with and letting people know what I'm doing, because a lot of people don't even know any of the shit that I do. And I just keep it all to myself. And when I do show people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you just keeping this all to yourself?
That's why I felt it was really important for you to be here too. Like, it's just like, people need to know like that's the thing with our city too, that you typically have like a head down and put your work in mentality. When like if you show people kind of what you're doing, what you're up to, it actually looks a lot doper from the outside in. But yeah, like I think that I resonate with that. Like top of this year on my birthday, or a couple days after my birthday, I put out just like a video. It was literally one of those like camera in front of me on a tripod, like a decent background, but just not even like crazy background, just like a solid like single color, and just talk to the camera type shit, but just actually say something that like you think is worth something. And I'm just trying to not stick too long on some of these projects. Like even some of these interviews would take me up to a month before they actually went live, before I recorded them, when I could really just spend a day on them and post them the next day.
It's true.
You know,
you don't really need to spend too much time. Overthinking is the killer of just beauty, you know, because then you take away overthinking. Beauty is in the mess. Beauty is in
the process.
It's just like you can make a mistake and that can make the most beautiful moment in a song type scenario. Like it just happens all the time. Yeah, and like that's just part of it. Like there is no perfection. So it's like the beauty that knowing you'll never be perfect is amazing, because then you'll never have to. Everything you make is already good.
You don't have to live up to anything. You're just living up to your own standard.
It's not about perfection. It's just making sure you're at least happy with it. You know, if you're happy with it, doesn't matter if it could still be a little bit better. If you're happy with it, if you know this is good, you got good something, just don't overthink it.
Yeah.
That's just how it should be. I've done a lot of overthinking, waste of time.
Yeah. I think it's a very valuable lesson that a lot of creatives, unfortunately, have to learn. We get so stuck on our art because we love our art. We're sensitive about our work. But with that comes, you know, holding ourselves back.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I just finish things. My problem is finishing things.
Starting a song and not like actually getting through the project.
But like I'll make a whole song in one night, but it'll just be like a ref, like, you know what I mean? Like it's there. Like I can play a whole song through. I can bump it all the time, but it still needs like certain things fixed, and like, you know what I mean? I can redo certain vocals and like, but I'll just, because I have it bounced and I listen to it all the time, it's like I get so comfortable and I lose the motivation to go and fix it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, fuck, I gotta do that and then finish the track and put it out. But
yeah.
Maybe that's the thing. I gotta stop bouncing my tracks off too early. Because if I don't have the bounce and I'm not listening to it all the time, I want to go to the studio and hear it.
Yeah.
But when I have it all the time, I get too comfortable with when I have it. I'm like, oh, this is fire already. I need to make another one.
Do artists typically have a process? Did you send the song to somebody like, okay, I'm done with it on my side, like now you do what you can, or what do you think?
For my music?
Just artists in general. Like, is there a process of that? Like, do you usually have somebody, or?
I don't have anybody, but other people do. Other people do that for sure.
I don't. Just the mixing engineer next, or kind of thing.
For me, yeah, because I do everything on my own.
Yeah,
I don't need anyone else. Like, I love working with other people. I do like it. I'm not saying I don't work with other people on my music. I do.
Yeah.
And if I end up making an amazing track with someone, that's
great.
But yeah, I just don't work with a lot of people. Most of my shit I make by myself, and I never really have someone I need to send it to. Either I just send them the track and go, "Yo, what do you think?"
Yeah, just like second opinion kind of thing. Yeah,
I don't really like when people add onto my shit.
Yeah,
there's only one person I trust with my music. Is my best friend Nico.
Nico,
he's in Japan now.
Word.
The Glico boys.
Yeah,
they're killing it out there.
Nico,
so proud of him.
NDT. Talk about that. How that came to fruition.
That's been like one of my best friends since we were 9.
Did you reference him earlier at all, or
might have probably?
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, continue.
If we were talking about the band, I probably brought up Nico because I started making my music after the band with Nico.
With Nico, right?
He was producing all my shit because I didn't really know how to produce. I just knew how to make songs. So I would write these songs and he would produce them. Yeah. And then I just learned how to produce by sitting there beside him for year after year, just working. Came up with the name WithinRoots with Tim. We were just chilling one day. He's like, "You need your own name now." I was like, "All right." And I was thinking about Community Trees. I was like, "All right, now I'm just WithinRoots." I said it like that. And then my homie was like, "That's fire." I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "No, that's it." I'm like, "All right."
So WithinRoots. Can you break that down even further? Just like, is that a tree reference?
I don't think it goes any further than that. I literally don't even know, bro. So I was like, Community Trees is done. I guess I'm just WithinRoots. And then my friend was like, "That's fire." I was like, "All right."
I love that shit.
I just went with that. My homie Soup was like, sick.
I think more things need to be birthed out of just like spontaneous.
I'll say, don't overthink it.
Yeah.
The fuck, man. If your two friends say it's fire, then it's fire. Like, I don't know.
So WithinRoots, do you go by Roots or you go by Within?
Everyone just calls me Roots. No, Within, that'd be weird. Yo, Within, what's up? I remember someone did do that, and I was like, what the fuck? I just cringed. So that's not it.
It might have been me, honestly.
No, I don't think so.
Knowing me, I might have did that.
might have.
It Within or Roots
Yo,
or
what's up Within? No, I don't remember you saying that one. Maybe. I was drunk. I let it slide.
So WithinRoots, you have a background in like greenery,
I
agriculture.
guess so, yeah. My Opa was the premier of BC, but he came here from Holland during the war. And he came here with tulip bulbs. He stuffed his pockets in his bag with tulip bulbs.
Wow.
And he came over here and started a garden company off those tulip bulbs.
Off the ones in the pocket?
Yeah, Art Naps. Yeah, he started that.
So Art Naps
Art
in
Naps
Port Coquitlam.
was originally my Opa just selling tulips out of the back of his friend's. Art Nap was his friend.
Mhm,
Him and Art Nap sold tulip bulbs out of the back of their truck.
mhm.
And then Art Nap passed away like a couple of years later, right when they were about to open their first shop.
Wow.
And so he renamed it. I can't remember what they're going to call it, but he just called it Art Naps after Art Nap passed away.
After him.
Yeah.
Were they business partners?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my Opa opened up 3 more shops, and then he became the mayor of Surrey. And then had a family and became the premier of BC. And then each one of his sons and daughters went and opened up another shop, another Art Naps.
Wow.
It was just like the family legacy. It was just a garden center. So we've all grown up gardening.
Yeah. Green thumbs, all y'all. That's
Green
fire.
Thumb Crew.
It all goes back to the name WithinRoots.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like I don't know if you've ever really given.
I didn't really
it's
think about
your life. Like I
I
didn't
didn't
expect
think about it
you
like
to.
that.
It's just
Why
a
you gotta make
crazy.
it so deep like that? I didn't think about it like that.
It's a crazy concept. Like
Why you gotta make me think so deeply now?
I don't think you even realize how crazy your own story is.
I don't
You
think-
just said your grandpa was the premier of BC.
Yes.
That's dope.
He worked hard.
And he worked hard. And bro,
That's
I think
inspiration.
everybody should strive to do that for their family. Like that type of legacy shit is really dope.
Their house just burnt down, and he's still the most positive, amazing, outlooking guy I've ever met at 91 years old.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
that's really dope.
And him and my Oma, I've never seen 2 people that old so in love. Like,
Yeah,
oh my God, it's adorable.
That's
It is
cute.
adorable. It is my goal in life to be as happy as they are at that age.
what do they think about your music?
They love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Like, 2 days ago for like 3 days straight, I was getting these calls from this number, and I was like, I just don't answer random calls.
Yeah,
And then I finally seen a bunch of voicemails. Okay, it's my Opa. He's like, Brayden, I've been trying to call you for 6 days. I'm like, and he's just the happiest. He's like, we heard your country song. We really like it. If you could just call us back. And then my mom called me, and she's like, yeah, look, I played them your song, and they went crazy. They want to give you money to put it out, blah, blah, blah.
that's hilarious.
I'm like, this is just this is a fucking joke song, man, like country song, because I started liking country. I didn't even make the beat. I just went on YouTube and found a Morgan Wallen type beat and just freestyled over it. It's a really good song. I'm not gonna lie. I really like it.
And how'd they get it how'd they get in their hands? You sent it to them?
My mom, I sent it to my mom after I played it for her. She freaking hounded me for it. And then she played it for them.
I think this is the perfect, and we'll wrap up here in a moment, but this is the perfect kind of lesson to artists that are watching, creatives that are watching, in terms of not being afraid to, even if it's just your family, even if it's your closest person that you know,
Yeah.
or if you don't care,
Yeah.
put it on your freaking Instagram, bro. If you share your art, and if it's good, it will find the right ears, and it'll find itself an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It'll find that art will find itself an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm been so scared to release stuff because I always think it has to have this rollout. Everything has to be perfectly accumulated and bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
And after doing that with the last track, I realized it does help, but
I think it used to. It used to be very
more.
valuable.
Now it's not really, it
Yeah.
doesn't even really matter anymore. People just want to see authentic shit.
Yeah.
I think people want to be able to relate to things more than anything, more than ever. And I think that's why people like Tizo, they did so well, because he just was so authentic and never made himself feel bigger than you know what I mean? As an artist, you didn't
see in no ego.
No ego.
Yeah.
Just just doing his thing.
And innovation, different, just being different, not being afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a character.
Yeah.
But like that's what I like about certain artists, I guess. Just having no ego, no care about like what the masses will think of them.
Yeah.
Or like trying to be bigger than the masses, or when you're some sort of, you're better than the regular person. That's not how it is. We're just artists.
That's all.
Different. We're not. We're just no different in the sense of human. We're just humans.
Yeah.
The only way we're different is that in the music. Or we do art. We do something. Everyone has. But that's just like everyone's here to do something. Like some motherfuckers are really good at fishing.
Yeah.
I'm decent at fishing.
Yeah.
But I'm really good at music.
Yeah.
Some people are really good at basketball. They make me money.
Give us some picks real quick here. For the week of January 21 or 20th to the 27th.
Oh man.
Check out the Within Roots page. You might see some pics on the Instagram story. Who knows?
I gotta do is listen to the MCP Demontis Sabonis track.
Yeah.
And then throw down some money on our boy Sabonis. Points low, 5 assists, 13 rebounds.
You heard it here first.
I'm kidding. I'm playing. Not really.
He said not really. But if you make money, then hit me up. Where or what can we expect? Like, what's the next thing we can expect and around when? Like,
well, I got my next single basically fully done.
Okay.
I'm gonna get one more round of mixing on it. There's just a couple little notes I have for tweaking, but it's basically ready to go. I'm just gonna shoot a couple like clips and snippets, videos. I just gotta get some people together for that.
Yeah. And
then the rest of the album is done. Just need to get the mixes finished.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's gonna have this, not album, EP. It's like a 6-7 track EP.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that people would really love that. It's been a little bit hearing a project.
Mm-hmm. It's very like old school JT vibes, this EP.
Yeah.
Very Neptunes inspired.
So yeah, I keep saying before we go, I really get like a Justin Timberlake inspiration. I don't know about inspiration, but I get those vibes. But I mean, he's not doing that sound anymore.
No, because that sound was never him.
Yeah,
he was just singing.
Yeah.
Coming off. I'm basically more inspired by Pharrell than I am JT.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, Pharrell's the guy.
Yeah,
Pharrell's the guy.
Knock.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Indoor Tropical.
Oh, fuck, man, rest in peace. One day might come out still.
Really?
Yeah, that was a sad time in life.
Yeah.
Literally about to send every one of my songs off, ready to go to mixing. And the day before I send it, my computer, my hard drive, everything got stolen.
Wow.
I had nothing on the cloud, nothing other than the mixes. I mean, like the bounces, the songs,
That's very tough.
But all the flash, the sessions, the files are all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Never sent any of the. I was about to send them all off for mix and didn't even bounce them or have them ready to go.
Yeah,
it's just done. So either I remake that whole album, but I was about to sign to RedBull for that album.
Let's talk about that. I don't know how much you want to talk about it because I know there's something in the talks back then, but
I don't really care. It's just like, well, yeah, they wanted to sign me. RedBull wanted to sign me for that album, and yeah, it's really cool. It was awesome that they wanted to do that. I had not put out music in like 5 years, and I only had that album, and they were so impressed by that album that they wanted to sign me right there for a heavy amount of money. But I don't know, we went back and forth for a long time. My lawyer, she's amazing, and
I've been hearing a lot of good things about this lawyer.
Yeah, she's a shark.
You don't have to give her name, but yeah, she's a
shark. She's a shark, amazing woman. But she basically told me I could do it. Part of me wishes I signed that deal. Part of me is proud of myself for not. It's not even that I didn't sign it. I just didn't. I said I'm not signing it until I want certain things changed on the.
Yeah.
It was basically a 360 deal.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to have my shit locked away like that. Like, if I want a lot of, I don't know. I know my worth. And I honestly was like.
The song right itself, or were they wanting like cuts of like a merch drop that you wanted to do?
It was something like that. It was like something. It was like some weird clause they put in there where they would own some part of everything I do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Even when I'm out
in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that. And I said, I won't sign it unless you take this out. And then she said, okay, I'm letting you know that this might be the last you'll hear from them. I was like, okay, And then she said they came back and said no.
Yeah.
I was like, fine. We went back and forth like a year, maybe 2 years, just going back and forth, trying to get the deal how I wanted it. And it was a great deal. We got everything I wanted except for that. They wouldn't take that out of there.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it.
And that was after which song that they found from you? Or what album?
Indoor Tropical.
Indoor Tropical? Oh, so you hadn't even put the album
And this
out.
was all because of Wondagurl. Wondagurl was really the reason any of that was happening.
Okay.
Shout out Wondagurl. Amazing artist, amazing producer, amazing human being, amazing cook. Amazing cook.
Hey, what kind of food she cook?
Oh, she cooks. Yeah, she cooked a lot. She make a mean lasagna.
Wondagurl, can we do like in the kitchen at Burr or some shit? Some cooking a lasagna type thing? That'd be vibes. You
gotta keep the recipe. You gotta hide the recipe though.
Yeah, that's grandma's recipe. That'll touch the net.
It's fire though. She makes some dishes.
That's fine. Shout out to Wondagurl.
Shout out to Wondagurl always. She's an amazing person. Amazing person.
Yeah.
And that's changed the music industry for the better. That's for sure. Brought a lot of new techniques to the rap, like to beats and everything. She's just constantly changing, evolving, and bringing new things to the industry.
If you're on Spotify, search what's the playlist called? Is it Wondagurl Essential or something like that?
Something like that, yeah, probably.
Just search Wondagurl on Spotify and it's dive in.
She could do it all. She could do it all. That's for sure.
She's done it all pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, she's the reason the whole RedBull thing went down. She pitched my music to them, and they loved it because she loved the album.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that all just fell through. One day, hopefully, I remake that. I can still remake all the songs, and hopefully I will. But right now, I have so much music that I do have the sessions for it and the files for it that I want to release. So I'm gonna do my best to get that shit out first. I'm hoping to at least put out 15 songs this year.
15 songs.
Can I do it? 17. I like that number more.
Can I hold you to that?
Yeah.
You know me, I will.
Yeah, you can hold me to it.
That means like pretty much a song every month, bro. You're gonna be getting texts from me like every month that you won't reply to. I know you won't reply to texts.
I'll be better.
All right. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna be like, hey, it's almost the end of the month. That means you'll have 2 next month, my guy.
That's okay. That will push me. I need that. I need someone being like, yo, get that shit out.
It's only because I'm your biggest fan, bro. I'm being 100% honest with you because I fuck with I was playing Undercover for this. I was telling him how I listened to that song first and I fell in love with it.
Well, I remember making Undercover.
Yeah.
I was inspired by some random song Nathan was playing all the time.
Shout out Nathan.
Shout out Nate Dogg. When he was playing this song in his room all the time, I just loved the vibe. And I kind of just like went off that vibe. The song sound nothing alike, but it's the same energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the closest I came to rapping, I think, on that track.
Really? It wasn't even rap.
I know, but just like the second verse, time around, I was like,
you had a verse. You had a verse.
I had a little rapping verse in there. I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Nah, that was heat.
It was cool as I sing rap.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of cringe. I'm not going to do that again. The song's hard, though.
Yeah.
I like that track. I re-listened to it the other day, and I was like, holy fuck.
Bro, it's amazing.
It's a good track.
It's a really good track.
I forgot it was.
I played it in headphones. I played it in the car. I've sound tested that song till the
Yeah, Nico helped me with that one. Like, I produced it, but Nico helped me take it all the way. So
yeah,
shout out Nico, man. That guy, best music in my life I've made with him. Yeah, he's an inspiration.
Yeah,
he's killing it out there in Japan with his brothers. Everyone, go listen to Glico. Glico. Glico.
The three of them. How many of
them? 3 of them. 3 brothers.
3 brothers.
Yeah, they got a drummer, but he's not one of the brothers. But it's mainly the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Nico, Kai, and Kyo.
Japan.
They're from here.
Uh-huh.
They're born and raised here, but they're originally from Japan. I think Nico was born in Japan, pretty sure. But I don't know if Kai and Kyo, I think Kai and Kyo were born on the island out here.
Got it, okay.
But they moved there at least 7 years ago. Been there for about 6 years.
Wow.
Killing it. Doing great.
Shout out them.
Really proud of them.
Shout out all Vancouver creatives, bruh.
Yeah.
All Vancouver creatives.
Yeah.
I shout out all y'all.
Shout out Soof. Shout out Hines. The OG creatives.
Yep.
Shout out Shams.
Shout out Johnny
Bland.
Shout out Jojo.
Shout them out.
There's a lot of valuable people.
We got some good gems out here, you know. We got some good gems, and yeah, it's hard because we all work really hard, and I feel like for what we do, this city doesn't provide enough for us, so we're just struggling. Like it's hard to not be depressed in Vancouver. I feel like Vancouver's a little bit of a
seasonal depression's town.
Yeah, seasonal. Even in the summer, it's not that crazy.
Yeah,
like it's summer definitely better.
Yeah, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I really I like to be optimistic.
I'm definitely optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to move to this new place I'm moving to. Be
Yeah.
on the river.
Yeah.
Start fishing maybe.
We do some fishing content.
We can do some fishing content.
GoPros and shit.
GoPro, we'll go catch some fish.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire as fuck.
Yeah, I can get to that.
Let's do it.
Catch some fish. Yeah. Wear some Bass Pro shirts.
Yeah.
Hats.
All right, what's happening? I'm gonna get my boots that go up to here. I'm gonna get up in the water.
That's fly fishing.
Oh, that's fly fish. Is that different?
I don't know how to do that one.
Oh, okay.
That's hard. I'm pretty sure that shit's hard. I can't do it because you have to like,
You gotta whip it.
and then they catch it.
If you get water in that thing, oh, ugh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Anyways,
That's not it. You don't want that.
this is Within Roots. You're gonna see some more music from this guy.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining today. I appreciate it. It's been great. This conversation has been great. I think it's been valuable. I think it's informative. And I think it gives flowers to the right people that really deserve it. Especially you, just the work that you put in for you yourself and for other artists that you've worked with. So,
True.
yeah.
Look, I don't even remember what we talked about. Shit went by so fast.
You go watch it later. This is the Certified Platinum Network. We're going to catch y'all next time. This is Christo signing off.
You know what it is.
Burning these bridges. I keep on stacking these digits. Money and let's think about a new business. I'm in a million.